Welcome to all this evening. I know we have a few new members after the election, but we will start with the roll call. Since I don't usually do this, just if I've pronounced your name wrong, I apologize ahead of time. But okay, District 1, Sarah Baldwin. Sarah, you here? Okay, yeah. Just say yes, here, whatever, because I probably won't see your hand wave. Okay, Sarah's here. Amy Barsante. Louisa Brackman. No, Louisa. Patty Baumgartner. Curtis Butler. Diane Conalog. Here. Casey Haverstick. Patrick Keene. Colin Kelly. Derek Lublin. Karen McNichol. Cassie Maxery. Brad Patelli. Present. Lois Schneider. Here. Jennifer Schwartz. Here. Mr. Von Stubnagel, I'm told, is absent. Okay. District 2, Vince Argambo. Here. Ms. Bacon, I know, is out. Kara Bonsack. Here. Will Cusack. Here. Mia Handler. Here. Suzanne Handler. Here. James Henry Howe. Okay, Bob Lyons. Here. Monica McNally. Here. Okay, Iris is not here, I understand. Cheryl Russell. Here. Clara Sartori. Barbara Thorne. Stacey Tie. Here. Mike Wheeler. Here. Penny Wilson. Here. Adele Conniff. Here. Jack Davis. Here. Holly Giordano. Here. Eric Golis. Here. Catherine Kasim Bailey. Elizabeth Lane. Here. Peter Morosic. Carolina McGoey. Marcy Minnick. Sue Ellen Mitchell. Here. Tom Moore. Here. Seth Morton. Here. Ed Washeka. Jennifer Woodbury. Here. Lisa Yarnell. Here. Scott Zimmerman. No Scott. Martha Banks. Jim Cameron. Here. Christine Castles. Here. Joan Davis. Jay Hardison. Olive Hauser. Mike Heights. Here. Frank Kemp, I guess he's absent. Joe Michelli. Here. Andrew Millar. Here. Ralph Oben. Here. Brian Rahill. Here. Sandy Savage. Linda Terhune. Morgan Whittier. District 5, Mark Adeletta. Here. Carolyn Bain. Here. David Bain. Here. John Bolton. Here. Terry Duffy. Yes. Ken Fiveson. Here. Janet Grogan. Here. Lindsay Kelly. Here. Harry McLaughlin. Here. Jennifer Mahler. Here. Laura Mosier. Here. Sarah Parent. Here. Mac Patrick. Here. Sheila Sherwood. Ann Reed. Bill Smith. Here. Cecil Wade. Here. Perfect attendance for District 5. Frank Edelman. Barry Baldwin is not here, I don't believe. Carlo Cantavero. Amy Chickles. Ted Hawkins. Okay, Virginia Gijan Camano. Here. Okay. Did I do all right? Close. Susan Laritzin, I know she's out, surgery. Elizabeth Lucas. Caroline Luz. Here. Emily McDermott. Here. Peter Orfanos. Here. Richard Poley. Here. Shannon Silsby. Bill Van Loon. Teresa Vogt. And Rob Werner. No, Rob Werner. Okay. All right, next thing we have to do is swear in all you new folks, or newly elected. Many of you are still not, your terms are not up to next year. So anybody elected this time, please rise for being sworn. Raise your right hands, please. Do you solemnly swear that you will faithfully discharge, according to law, your duties as the members of the Darien Representative Town Meeting to the best of your ability, so help you God? I do. Thank you. Congratulations all. Keep on going. Okay, the next thing I do before we go on to the election of the moderator is the thing I do once or twice a year, and that's the fire safety announcements. I know you all know them, but it's okay. We're going to do them one more time. There are 3 sets of doors in the rear of the auditorium that lead you to the hallway and then directly outside. There are 2 doors, one on each side of the stage here, that lead to a short hallway and into the rear stairways and then out into the rear parking lot. From the balcony, there are 2. You go out those doors, turn either way, closest way, down the stairs, again out the back. Do not use the elevator in case of a fire, and the lights in the auditorium, hallways, and stairs operate on the building's emergency generator. Okay, next I'm going to call up Lois Schneider, who is the Vice Chair of Rules, outgoing Vice Chair of Rules, to conduct the election for our moderator. And I will tell her that though I did receive a total of 3 names, 2 names have been withdrawn, and our 1 name is Seth Morton.
Thank you, Donna. Good evening. I'm Lois Schneider, Chair of the Nominating Committee. We have 1 nomination for moderator of the RTM, and that's Seth Morton. Are there any other nominations from the floor? Okay. Seeing none, can we have an affirmative acclamation to elect Seth as moderator? Aye. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. So be it. Motion carries. Seth, thank you for offering to be our moderator. And while Seth is coming forward, I'm going to do something that Joanne started last year, which I think is really wonderful. And thanks, Seth, for all the work that he puts in, the coordination with the town committees and boards, and representing us and making sense out of all the pieces of paper that are floating around. And we thank you and really are grateful that you're going to continue doing this. Thank you, Seth.
Got to have the script. First of all, thank you all. It is an honor and a privilege to be in this spot, and it's great for me because I get to see all of you all at once. You see, because where you're sitting, you're always facing me. You can't see it. So it's a pleasure, and my thanks to our town council, town clerk, and to all of you for the things that we've done in the past year. Let's see if we can continue and get a lot done for the town in the coming year. Without objection, I will accept the agenda. I have no announcements. Donna? No? Yes? All right. Okay. She's going to do some other thing. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes of the October 21st regular meeting? So moved. Can I have a second, please? Second. Corrections. Any corrections, additions? Great. All in favor, then, of accepting the minutes as distributed, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? You can record abstentions if you weren't here with the town clerk. Next item is orientation, reviewing the roles of the RTM members, standing committees, freedom of information. Donna?
These forms are a little bit updated. Most of you have gotten them before. The Appendix B is really kind of the rules. Well, they are the rules for the RTM. So if you haven't looked them over, you should every once in a while. It's a good handy reference because you don't all have code books, although the code is online if you need it. Responsibilities are pretty clear cut there. Don't forget freedom of information. I know there was a question in the newspaper. It was asked about how many, if you'd like to have an email address that's specifically for the RTM. And some of you, I think Seth was asked that and did note that it's already available, has been available. Some of you have picked it up, some of you have not. It's certainly your call. If you don't want to and you want to use your personal emails, that's fine. I do not give out email addresses. If anybody, at the moment, the way it stands is if anybody from the public wants to contact the RTM, there is an email address. It's darien@darien.ct.gov. And as you've probably noticed, people write to it. And whatever I get, I share, because I'm that kind of a gal. But if you want to get a darien.ct.gov address, you'll need to contact Linda O'Leary in the selectman's office. And what it will be is your first initial, last name at darien.ct.gov. Now, you will have to reference it or however you want to deal with it. So, but contact Linda in Selectman's office and she'll guide you through the process. Also, while we're talking about the website, I want you to know that, or remind you that most everything that we give you for materials that are available, we put on the website. The only thing we snail mail you now are the warnings and the resolutions, and this was a change that was made a year or so ago. So minutes are on the website, backup information is on the website, so it's kind of incumbent upon you to look at the website to gather information. Certainly, if you want more sent to you, if you're not comfortable looking at the website, let us know, and we can, add more stuff to your individual packets. I know some, and that's fine too, but we have to know because we don't, the mailing got to be a little ridiculous, the price of the mail. Well, you know how much it costs to mail what I do mail to you. So anyway, I think that about covers it. So I will turn it back to the moderator.
On the subject of the emails, I finally got a Darien email address. I noticed in the process that the technical support was dicey, and I also found that after having used Microsoft Office and used Microsoft Outlook, that the one that we have for the town of Darien I haven't learned how to make it flexible yet. So if I want to send something out to a group of you, I send it to Donna and she sends it out because she's figured it out. On a serious note, it is important, I think, for all of you to have that and to conduct your town business through it. Once in a while, somebody gets a little upset or whatever, and you don't want somebody through a legal process subpoenaing your computer. So with all of your personal emails on it. So it's just, I think, a lot better if you can turn to whoever and say, well, all of my business dealing with the town is on this email and on this email address. So I would urge you all to get it, and then we'll try and figure out how to get it to work, work well. Okay, so election of 2 members to the Board of Ethics. Do I have a nomination for the Board of Ethics? Do we have it? Okay, so can I have a motion for Jim Cameron and Barbara Thorne for the Board of Ethics? Thank you. And a second, please? All in, yes? Yes, any, oh, yeah. Are there other nominations from the floor? Okay. So all in favor? Aye. Opposed? I hear none. Abstentions? I hear none. Thank you very much for the 2 of you. Next, we'll do district elections for the chair, vice chair, and the Rules Committee members. So why don't you just go ahead and split up into groups? Maybe we can put 6 in the back and 3 in the back and 2 and 5 in the middle and 1 up front here, kind of. And do you have? Do they? Donna's passing the forms out. No, I don't think I can call for an adjournment, unfortunately, yet. But